Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. A busy day around these parts. Yes. Our Day of Warmth telethon is now officially underway.
That's right. We'll be joining Eric Franke momentarily to see how you can help people in the area get help with their heating and cooling bills.
And it's a good day to do it because we have an
timing.
alert day in our forecast for today and tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, and it is for another winter storm. We'll tell you when you should expect the worst of it.
President Biden delivers his budget to Congress. I'm Nicole D'Antonio on Capitol Hill with details on the future of his $6.8 trillion budget plan as negotiations over the debt limit continue.
And the Madison Common Council removes the 11 o'clock curfew for juveniles. We'll tell you why some parents are feeling left out of the conversation before the change.
But let's take a look outside. This is earlier today. The ducks enjoying some open water.
It's Thursday. It's time for our weekly storm.
Right on cue. The snow started just a little while ago here in Madison, but it's been snowing southwest of us for quite some time. And Greg's in the backyard. How are things looking?
It's blowing around quite a bit right there, and we've still had light snow going on right now, but the first warning letter alert continues through overnight hours with that 4 to 7 accumulation. Right now to this evening is when you're going to see the heaviest, but the heaviest amounts will be to the south-southeast. And like I said, this is all for southern Wisconsin. Most of it's just started now or just a few hours to go. Road conditions, you're starting to see snow-covered roads to the west, either slippery conditions. Those blues are now snow-covered, and that will just increase over the next few hours as the snow rate starts to pick up. So that'll be the road conditions. Overall radar, you can see the snow is spreading across the area. It took a while to really get to the ground, but right now we're starting to see that across the entire area from west to east. As we zoom in, you can see those are visibility. So some areas have gotten down to a half, which is almost moderate snow. And if you get a little bit lower than that, you're picking up almost heavy snow. So occasionally we're going to see some moderate snow this evening, maybe even heavy. Some areas have already started to see that in the area. Future track shows just basically the next 3 hours. Snow is spreading across the area with, like I said, pockets of light to moderate snow. Visibility is dropping down to maybe half a mile at times, along with those winds too. There's your winter weather advisories and warnings, pretty much standard until about 3 or 6 a.m. tomorrow. We're seeing that. The total snow accumulations 6+ in a very small area, and then you get further to the east towards Milwaukee where they could see lake enhancement. Could see 9+ inches there by tomorrow, early tomorrow morning. Coming up, like I said, we'll break down further in the storm timing of when this ends, and then also another round of snow maybe for this weekend. I'll break that all down later in the broadcast.
We're going to have another Thursday this week? All right, Greg, we'll check back. As Greg just mentioned, the storm is likely to be affecting the evening commutes, whether you leave now or at 9 o'clock tonight.
These are live pictures in Platteville, where it's been snowing for a couple of hours now. There's a lot of snow on the ground, a lot of blowing snow as well, and visibility is pretty poor if you're going to be on the roads in that area. We have team coverage tonight. We have our Armand Rahman live in Madison to tell us how the folks downtown are feeling about another Thursday snowstorm.
And our reporter Andrew Banstra is on the road with our intrepid photographer Lance Height, and they are patrolling Dane County. Let's go live to them right now. Guys, what are the roads like?
Yeah, absolutely. As you can see out here on these roads right now, the snow is starting to fall and it's picking up a little bit. Visibility, not the best. If you look about a quarter mile out, things start to get a little bit fuzzy as the snow starts to accumulate. Now, if you look out on the roads, we were seeing some snow drifts here on 18151 right near Mount Horeb, kind of where we expected the majority of the snowfall right now. A little bit of blowing snow, some snow drifts, and more than anything, the snow's melting when it hits that freeway right now. So a little bit slick conditions, still passable to drive right now, but it's getting near that point where you might want to find yourself off the roads. But like I said, right now, things are looking okay here on 18151.
All right, Andrew, thank you. We'll check back with you in just a little bit. Some communities have declared a snow emergency ahead of today's snow accumulation. Cities like Beloit, Evansville, Lodi, Janesville, Watertown, and Stoughton join the villages of Blue Mounds, Clinton, Marshall, and McFarland in declaring today a snow emergency. Please park on private property or designated municipal parking lots. The last snow emergency finishes up tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Well, Thursday has not been a lucky day for residents here in southern Wisconsin for at least the past 2 months.
Well, maybe it has been if you like the snow, but today marks yet another Thursday that we've received significant snow totals, and some people are sick of it. Yes.
Armin Rahman is standing by in downtown Madison to tell us just how the average Wisconsinite feels. Armin?
Yeah, I'm one of those guys that's probably getting sick of it. It's, what do they call it, the calm before the storm right now? These flakes of doom or impending doom are already starting to sprinkle around here, and folks are definitely not feeling it, especially if they live and work here in downtown and, you know, don't have use for a car because they have to walk everywhere, just like Sheridan told me a couple minutes ago that she has to do.
Well, they're so annoying. I mean, every single Thursday we're gonna get like 5 inches of snow, and my office building is right here, and I live only 4 blocks away. So it's always my coworkers coming in and telling me we're about to get 5 inches of snow, and I just want it to stop.
Yeah. And her friends are actually on their way to Miami right now, she told me, so she's a bit jealous, and I'm right there with her. I can think of a lot of other places I'd rather be. I actually heard from a couple people from St. Louis who are visiting for some reason today, and they say that it's in the 70s where they're from. Hopefully after this storm, we'll see that on the horizon soon. Well, for now, live in downtown, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Until next Thursday.
There's always next Thursday.
Yes.
Armand, thank you. The curfew rules in the city of Madison have changed.
Madison's Common Council recently removed the 11 o'clock curfew for juveniles, and some parents say they're feeling left out of the conversation.
Our Catherine Merck touched base with some of the city's alders about what went into the decision. Catherine?
Parents are being vocal online, saying they're upset with some of these changes. Part of that is because they feel the decision at the February 28th meeting went under their radar. At the meeting, Assistant Chief John Patterson with Madison Police said they had only given a total of 3 tickets for curfew violations in the past several years. He explained police don't usually give out these type of citations, usually because when an officer tells them they're out after curfew and it's time to go home, most of them do. The rule change wasn't a unanimous vote in the council. I spoke to one alder who sponsored the change and one who voted against it.
You know, parents have a responsibility to take care of their kids, and we don't need to ask the Madison Police Department to do that on our behalf.
Following rules is an important part of the process for kids in the adulthood. Creating a safe environment for our youth is our responsibilities.
Some of the alders wanted to refer the decision to a later meeting to discuss consequences of changing the curfew. That was voted down by the council at the February 28th meeting. Next at 5 o'clock, I'll tell you about how some parents are now reacting to the news of this change after the decision.
Catherine, we will see you at 5. Thank you. News 3 Now and the Cap Times are partnering to host a debate between the 2 candidates for Madison mayor that will air the week before Election Day. The debate between Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway and challenger Gloria Reyes will stream live on channel3000.com and captimes.com, as well as social media platforms for News 3 Now and the Cap Times, starting at 7 p.m. on Monday, March 27th. The debate will re-air here on News 3 in place of Live at 4 on Tuesday, March 28th. So mark your calendar for that.
Well, the fight over the budget is heating up today with President Biden unveiling his proposed budget for Congress to consider.
The budget has no chance of passing the Republican-controlled House, but it is the opening salvo in what is likely to be a long fight over raising the debt limit.
Nicole D'Antonio has more details from Capitol Hill.
President Biden says his proposed budget will shore up entitlement programs such as Medicare while decreasing the deficit.
I will protect Social Security and Medicare without any change. Guaranteed. I won't allow them to be gutted or eliminated, as MAGA Republicans threaten to do.
The president's $6.8 trillion proposal includes increased spending for the military and social programs. They would be largely paid for by $5 trillion in new taxes on corporations and the wealthiest Americans. The proposal would reportedly cut the federal deficit by nearly $3 trillion over the next decade.
Anybody who thinks our present federal tax system is fair, raise your hand.
The president's proposal is really just the start of negotiations with Republicans over raising the debt limit. Most lawmakers believe it has little chance of passing Congress.
The president Shouldn't take it personally. Most presidential budgets are DOA in the Senate. We like to do our own work.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy criticized Biden for not negotiating with Republicans over the debt limit.
No one party can solve this. The country wants us to work together. So when the president delays our opportunity to negotiate together to help solve this problem, it only harms our economy more.
Republicans say they want guaranteed budget cuts before they'll raise the debt limit. Congress has until the summer to raise the limit in order to avoid default. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And the White House has called on Republicans to issue their own budget showing exactly where they want to make budget cuts. But House Republicans have yet to do so.
As spring break travel gets underway, the TSA is offering some tips so that you're prepared to get through security safely and easily. If you want to get through security faster, you can enroll yourself and your family in TSA PreCheck. You can do it online. From there, you'll need to schedule a 10-minute appointment that includes fingerprinting and a background check. TSA PreCheck does not require you to take off your shoes, your belt or jacket, or remove your laptops or small liquids from your carry-on luggage.
What I want people to take away about PreCheck is it's not just a benefit for the passenger. Of course, we're talking about shorter lines, a quicker, expedited screening experience, but it's a benefit for TSA as well. We want to devote our time and resources to the passengers we know the least about. And so when passengers give us information about themselves ahead of time and we can determine them to be low risk, it allows TSA to focus our resources on those other passengers.
Guns are obviously not allowed on planes unless checked as baggage. If you want to bring a firearm with you where you're going, you may check an unloaded firearm in a locked, hard-sided container. Do not try to bring a gun on a plane on your person. If you fail to follow that law, the TSA could charge you up to $15,000 per violation.
Well, in just 3.5 months, Concerts on the Square returns for its 40th season.
Well, it's fun to think about that, isn't it? Summertime, it's coming. They'll be here before you know it, and we'll get a preview of this year's lineup with the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4. No fault of their own during the cold, thousands of Wisconsin residents in your community make the difficult choice between eating or heating their home. On March 9th, please join News 3 Now and support a day of warmth benefiting the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. 90 cents of every dollar donated is used to help those in crisis. Give the gift of warmth. For more information, visit kwwf.org/donate. A day of warmth, sponsored by Viridian Homes and Kaiser Lincoln.
It's Steinhoffel's Dream Vacation Giveaway. Get in and test rest a Beauty Rest Black mattress for your chance to win a trip to sunny Hawaii. And right now, save $300 on your Beauty Rest Black mattress. Plus, get $200 in Steinhoffel's cash. Beauty Rest Black mattresses start at just $44 per month when you use Steinhoffel's 72-month financing. So save big and rest easy on your new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhoffel's. Shop in-store or online today.
Two candidates for Supreme Court, two very different beliefs. Judge Janet Protasewicz, she believes women should have the freedom to make their own decisions on abortion. Extremist Dan Kelly, he supports the 1849 law that takes away women's rights and criminalizes abortion, even in cases of rape, incest, and health of the mother. So who represents you? An extremist or a common sense judge? Vote by April 4th.
It's hard being a smoker. I've heard all the lectures.
You know, you shouldn't smoke.
I know all the signs. I've seen all the faces. I know the money it costs me. But that doesn't change the fact that it's hard to quit.
The Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line. No judgments, just free help and medications. Call the Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Hello, I'm Tommy Van Ness from the Tommy Van Ness Realty Group. For over a decade, thousands of people have turned to Tommy Van Ness Realty to buy or sell their home. Because we are more than your realtor, we're your partner.
If you list with us and take advantage of our extensive marketing, everyone will know your home is for sale.
The Tommy Van Ness Realty team is working hard for you. Call Tommy Van Ness today at 608-395-7375. Why settle for less? Call Tommy Van Ness.
Spring is in the air, and you know what that means. It's Feldco season.
Feldco season. It means 50% off windows with no money down, no payments, and no interest until 2024. So you can replace those eyesores without breaking the bank. It means getting the windows you want fast, so your home's ready for the warmer weather ahead. It's the season of home renewal. It's Feldco season.
This offer won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Well, the weather over the next several hours reminding us winter isn't over just yet, and the need for help with heating is as expensive as ever. So our Day of Warmth fundraiser is underway, teaming up with the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and Energy Service, Inc. We've got some phenomenal volunteers here waiting to take your phone calls from Energy Service, Inc., also partnering up with our friends at Viridian Homes. 270-2833 is the number. We want to get those phone lines started now. We are raising money for those who need just a little bit of assistance on these cold winter days. You know, the costs have gone up more than ever before. So 270-2833. It's great to have you guys here, and the phones are going to start ringing here. I want to bring in my friend Noel Ayala here. He is from the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and particularly working with our veterans. Last year it was our Heat for Heroes program, and now it's Heat and Housing for Heroes program, and that really particularly works with our veterans. And those are ones, Noel, that really need help, right?
And once again, I want to say thank you to Channel 3 and these great organizations that we can partner together to help our veterans in the entire state of Wisconsin. Still a great need out there. And I know there's so many programs, so many organizations out there, but we are completely focused in our veterans, and not only our veterans, our widows and widowers of veterans, because sometimes it's not just one person, the family, the entire family was part of that entire moment that they went out there anywhere in the world to give us the freedoms that we have. They stood there for us, and now we're standing here for them.
And of course, this program helps everybody that might need it, but our veterans in particular, there's about 400,000 of them in the state of Wisconsin, and you help about, what, 60,000 or so every year that need the help with this program?
We have over 60,000 veterans that need help. The program has been year after year helping. Just to give you one number, this past year, we were able to give in terms of benefits, and that's one statistic that we're really proud of, that is way over 95% in every dollar that comes in goes for benefits. So we have over 60,000 veterans that come, and we were able to do over $4 million in assistance between housing and energy and all the different aspects of our programs.
And our veterans aren't the kind that really want to come forward and ask for help, but they need it.
That's one of the things, and we do understand it's not just for veterans, low-income families. Sometimes pride is right in between, and that's one thing that we do. We're not asking difficult questions. It's just the basic questions. How can we assist you? It's not about a hand out. It's a hand up, trying to help them out, and we try to break that barrier of pride. So they put their lives on the lines, and we are here for them now.
Yeah, veterans, you deserve this help. So, Noel, it's phenomenal. It's great to have you here. It's great to partner with you once again this year. We're going to raise a lot of money. We raised over $34,000 in just a couple hours last year with our first Day of Warmth, and we're going to keep it going with the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, Energy Service, Inc., some great corporate sponsors as well here today. Now, if you don't want to make the phone call, which I want to remind you again as the phone lines start to light up here, 270-2833, 608-270-2833, the number to call. We also have a link if you want to donate at channel3000.com. If you want to directly donate, kwwf.org/donate. That is the website for the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. We're going to go till 6:30 tonight. We'll have more updates coming up at 5, also at 6 tonight, a special check presentation, lots of corporate sponsors, lots of volunteers working, so give our fine volunteers here a call tonight. We also want to remind people, administrative costs are super low here. 90 cents of every dollar you donate goes directly to help those who need the help. So give us a call, 270-2833. Also, you can do that online through channel3000.com. Mark, Susan.
All right, Eric, we'll check back and thank all the volunteers for us. The robust job market might be starting to crack.
Data from the Department of Labor found first-time claims for unemployment insurance jumped up 21,000 last week. That is the highest weekly total since late December. Still, the job market has held strong under 8 rounds of interest rate hikes. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell reiterated this week that the central bank will continue to hike its benchmark interest rate as long as necessary to tamp down historic inflation.
There was a big sell-off on Wall Street today ahead of tomorrow's job report. The Dow Industrials lost 543 points, ending the day at 32,254. The NASDAQ fell over 2%, dropping 237 points. The S&P 500 was off 73. With a winter storm approaching, it's a perfect day to start dreaming about summertime in Madison.
Yes, it is. So mark your calendars. June 28th, the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra returns to the King Street corner of the Capitol Square.
This is the 40th season of Madison's Concerts on the Square, and Maestro Andrew Sewell and CEO of the Chamber Orchestra, Joel Lanus, are back with us. Welcome.
Hi, guys. Good to see you.
3.5 months, we're almost
we can't wait.
So a big year for you, 40th Concerts on the Square.
Yeah, 40 years no rest, building the community beat is the campaign. And this is a year marking 40 years of Concerts on the Square, and we want to celebrate the people and the stories and the success of this series for our community. So first concert, June 28th.
It's such an iconic summer Madison tradition. And how many of them have you been with us, Andrew? Almost half,
my gosh,
right?
it's coming up. Yes, it's 24th season.
Wow, that's incredible.
A big variety this season.
There is. We've got 2 sets of Pops concerts. The opening one is a Tempo Libre that was here, a Cuban band from Miami. And then the 5th one is Genes and Classics. Those are the 2 popular ones, sort of a millennial mix, the second one. And populated between those are our traditional, more classical concerts. And of course the July 4th, which is always a big one.
So how many concerts in total?
6.
6
yes.
this season.
And it's always been that way. We were talking this morning with the founder of them, actually, Pleasant Rowland. We were having this conversation, and she, from the get-go in 1984, she wanted 6 concerts, and it's been that way ever since. It's just incredible.
Yeah, people may not realize that we have her to thank.
Yeah, we have her to thank for a lot of things.
Yes.
She's a remarkable person, Joe. Same setup as years past, King Street?
Yeah, King Street, like I said, June 28th we start. Last year we introduced the screens, which will give more of a visual opportunity for people and the audio. So we're expecting 50 to 60,000 people per week. New to this year, we have a merch shop. So celebrating 40 years of Concerts on the Square, so you can get anything from onesies for your kiddos, you can get tumblers, you can get shirts. So go to wcoconcerts.org/merchandise and get your swag. And we also, new to this year, we want to capture the stories of everybody who has participated at Concerts on the Square. So if you go to our website, you can tell us your story, because we're going to start a story campaign in March all the way through to the start of.
There's probably people that have been to every year.
They haven't quite come up with a ruby-coloured baton.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
For you, Andrew.
And Wednesday nights again.
Wednesday nights, 7 o'clock downbeat with the Thursday rain delay if we get rain out on Wednesday.
I know you're having special guests like you do every year.
Absolutely. We've got a trombone soloist from Florida. We have our own Middleton High School Choir is joining us with Leo Stanley on the 3rd concert. Our composer in residence, Bill Banfield, is featured on the 4th concert. 5th concert, Genes and Classics. And the last concert is Bridget Kibbe coming back, a harpist from Juilliard, playing a fabulous harp piece by Joaquin Rodrigo, and it's called Journey Through Time. So.
Do the musicians love it as much as we do? I mean, it's a lot of work to get ready for a new season, isn't it?
I can't speak on behalf of the musicians, but they work very, very hard, and we put together these programs very efficiently. Some have 3 rehearsals, some have 2. And really it's something exciting, because this is a format that they wouldn't ordinarily get in a traditional concert program, which runs 2 hours. This is a series of shorter pieces fitted into half an hour with a 20-minute intermission. So it's a really unique opportunity to play repertoire that they may not ordinarily see in the concert hall. So I always think it's a great opportunity for us to play a great variety of music.
And as we say, 3.5 months away. That's be here before you know it.
It is. It's knocking at our door.
Joe.
Right now.
We can't wait.
Thanks for being with us.
Great to see you both.
Yeah, good to see you both.
Step Group at Mendota Elementary is doing more than just stomping.
They're stomping out something else. We'll have that story coming up after Greg's First Warn forecast.
The acid reflux felt like just the worst burning in your throat that you can imagine. It's almost like a fire in your throat. The LISC procedure was one of the best decisions I've made. It has changed my life, and the burning is gone.
Oh no, I think I lost my debit card.
Okay, don't panic.
Don't panic, we're in a mall. Some stranger's probably tapping new shoes, tapping a washer-dryer combo, just tapping everything in sight.
It's okay, just tap your phone. With BMO, you can use your phone to freeze and unfreeze a lost card.
I can?
And you can always get a new card instantly at a BMO branch.
I got my tap back.
You ever seen someone this excited about a debit card before?
Oh yeah. Not this excited.
When a bank gives you instant peace of mind, that's the BMO effect.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time double bacon cheddar pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Nacho cheddar cheese sauce, crispy bacon, Canadian bacon? Now that is an expression.
Change the way you pizza.
Anytime Fitness is having a 10-day flash sale. For 10 days only, you can join Anytime Fitness for just $1. Get a coach and a community to support you with training, nutrition, and recovery. Now through March 10th, join Anytime Fitness for just $1. Hurry in now, this deal won't last long.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
There's nothing like volunteering, but my moderate to severe eczema can make it hard.
Now, I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, so you can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
A convicted felon kidnapped and raped a 15-year-old girl, abducting her off the street in broad daylight. Judge Janet Protasewicz could have sentenced him to 20 years. Instead, she put him back on our streets.
What detractors would say is you having been soft on a violent sexual crime.
I would say that that's ridiculous.
Judge Protasewicz puts our families at risk, and putting her on our Supreme Court, that's what's ridiculous. Fair Courts America is responsible for the content of this advertising.
At McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo, we know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. At McGann's, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples to senior citizens, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. And remember, at McGann's, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Discover the difference at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Schwab, General Surgeon at Stoughton Health. If you suffer from reflux, please join us for our upcoming seminar on the Lynx device, a new and innovative treatment to stop reflux.
Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Well, take a look at this. Gone in 40 seconds. That's roughly how long the manager at this Kentucky dealership says it took a group of thieves to fire up and make off with 6 high-performance sports cars, 4 of which were driven right off the dealer's showroom floor. The manager says he believes this may have been an inside job as the suspects knew where to find the keys and how the security system worked. It takes 60 seconds before that starts alerting. Although the heist was quick and slick, netting the perps 6 Challenger Hellcats worth nearly $600,000. 5 of the cars have been recovered. At least 1 arrest has been made. My question is, how does this dealership have 6 cars in the showroom? You can't get a new car.
And you don't want to steal the lime green one.
Oh, yeah, that's visible. Everyone sees that. It stands out.
Yeah,
you got to do like a regular white one because then you blend in.
Hellcats, they're going to stand out.
Of course, it was an inside job.
Well, they went right for the keys.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want to be driving one of those in this weather.
They're not good vehicles for snow.
No, they're not.
No. Unfortunately, we got more snow. The good news, it's not going to last long. Friday still looks pretty good for the evening. And the weekend, more snow, but not bad. I'll break all that down after the break.
All right, team. We got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com. Come on out. I'm on it.
4imprint, for certain.
I've seen this movie before.
You have?
Sure. This is the part where all is lost and the hero searches for hope. Then a mysterious figure reminds her that she has the Farmer's Home Policy Perk Guaranteed Replacement Cost, and that her home will be rebuilt regardless of her limits or if the cost of materials has gone up.
That's really something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy Perks. Wait, I didn't ruin the ending, did I?
Yeah, you did.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate spring with our big spring thaw sale. We're talking about savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board with our spring thaw sale. Save 23% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Sexual assault of an 11-year-old. No prison time. He raped a military veteran, left her for dead. Just 2.5 years. Raped a mentally disabled 14-year-old. Probation. How the heck did this happen? Janet Protasewicz.
If you could go back in time, would you have ruled any differently? I would say no.
Really? No time in prison?
I would say no.
Protasewicz set violent criminals free. Again and again. Tell Judge Protasewicz, stop protecting criminals.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we still got the alert day once again overnight for the accumulating snow, which is already beginning. It should be probably the heaviest this evening and then taper off really after midnight. Still seeing some light snow through the morning commute, but that's so the alert day 4 to 7 plus. It's come down a little bit, but still overall a significant snow amount for this time and in a short amount of time too, really for the most part. Really this evening and tonight, those roads wet, slushy, snow covered. It's going to be a progression as the snow intensity increases this evening. Once again, I think the heaviest, and that could be moderate to heavy snow, is probably from 6 to about 11. We'll have snow there afterwards, but more light. Accumulation won't be as much. And I think a lot of areas will start tapering off or see a lot more breaks in the snow from after 3 from west to east. So then tomorrow, overall, the morning should be road issues, but I think the snow won't be as much, and the roads will be more probably wet or slushy because we'll be above freezing by the time we get to the afternoon. So maybe some snow further west of Madison, especially go towards Milwaukee, they'll pick up more accumulation. But for the most area, we won't see much accumulation on Friday. It'll just be kind of a few flurries that'll be going around. Overall, here's a low that's been tracking. It started off in the Intermountain West. It's now starting to push into Illinois, and eventually over through Friday, it's going to make its way to Pennsylvania. So still progressive, quite good, and staying to our south, which allows the snow to be on us. And then the weekend snow we talked about, we'll mention a little bit later here, that's impacting California with quite a bit of an atmospheric river and a lot of rain and snow for them. That'll be our system that we'll take a look at closer here a little bit later. But in the meantime, we still got the snow overall. The intensity is going to be there probably through this evening and through, like I said, about 11 o'clock. Once you get past midnight, you'll start seeing the breaks here, and that means we'll start seeing light to occasional moderate snow. Really, it'll start tapering off, like I said, after 2. And once we get to 6 or 7 in the morning for the morning commute, still a few snow showers, flurries going on, but most of it will be ending by this time, or at least a significant accumulation. Roads will be a problem. You'll see it'll be around 30, 31, so we won't be that far below freezing as you wake up by noon, and then thereafter, you see snow, just a few flurries, temperatures in the mid-30s. So once again, that should help improve the road conditions quite quickly as we get towards noon, and then in the afternoon, once again, mid-30s with that northeast wind. We'll probably some clear skies coming for your Friday evening activities. Once again, a little bit of light northeast winds, but we will see breaks, no snow issues for Friday evening, and that goes into Saturday morning too. So snow amounts, we've kind of narrowed this area down just a little bit. Basically, some of the higher ridge areas of Grant County, Iowa County over to Dane County, that's 6 to 9. And once you get closer to Milwaukee, they may see in lake enhancement snow, and that's why we got some areas of 9 plus. But overall, I think most areas will see kind of in that 4 to 7. A little bit less as you go further north, a little bit less as you go further south too. But so far, it's going to be a significant thing, at least for this commute The system we talked about this weekend, it's going to quickly come through here, but it's another round of snow Saturday evening, Saturday night, and then it'll come through here Sunday too. Not the highest amounts we see like now, but once again, it could cause some a little bit of travel impacts if you have to be out that time. Overall, the 10-day cold conditions to start the work week once we get past the snow on Sunday, and then we start getting more mild, and yes, there is another storm on the horizon for next Thursday. But the good news, it's going to be more mild, mid-40s potentially, and then for St. Patty's Day coming up, looks like we may dry out a little bit, but once again, we still got the snow coming for the next probably about 12 hours-ish, and then we should be done with that. But the sniffing of snow will be this evening.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
Well, remember being a kid, carefree and not afraid to be yourself or love yourself? Well, eventually, something or someone comes along to stomp down that sense of pride.
Yep, that's why a STEP group at Mendota Elementary School is teaching children about more than just moving to a beat. Brady Mallory is with us tonight to explain how. Hi, Brady.
Hello. Well, in fact, the teachers and coaches there are finding a few ways for students to lift themselves up and be proud. I went to the school to talk with students about their STOMP group, but they talked about all of the physical elements, and it was clear there's an even bigger emotional impact.
Dribble like you're trying to make his legs fall off.
These kids know it takes a lot of time and practice. But once they find their footing and clap back at any lingering stage fright, look what happens when the Mendota Stompers
5, 6, 7, 8.
find their rhythm and step into the spotlight.
It's a whole group activity, like no one feels left out, and you can help people if they need help with it.
Right away, you'll notice Mendota Elementary's STEP group gives 4th and 5th graders the opportunity to perform and learn about teamwork. There are other benefits you may not see right away, but if you listen, you'll know why STOMP is important to these students.
When I showed my grandma, like, the video that I had made, she was, like, almost in tears, and I'm like, well, I'm actually getting somewhere. Like, I'm actually making my family proud.
When I'm performing, I feel good about myself, that I get to express myself on stage, and that I even have the opportunity to do all these things.
Self-confidence may not be in the textbooks, but it's an important lesson taught here at Mendota Elementary. STOMP, or making this video for Black History Month, are allowing students to express themselves and share why they're proud to be Black.
I am proud to be Black because I am Black excellence.
I love my skin because of my beautiful culture. Beautiful afro swing side to side, the dark skins, the light skins, we are all equal.
I love my Black skin. It's unique and beautiful, and my mom made me that way.
You may wonder, why is it valuable for these kids to talk about the pride they feel about themselves? Here's why.
Are there ever times where someone has tried to make you not feel proud of yourselves?
Yeah. Yes.
So how do you handle that?
I just kind of like, I just like try to like push it out the way because I know what they're speaking isn't true.
Simply put,
you should be proud of who you are. I'm proud of who I am. Nothing can change that.
The Mendota Stompers continue to grow in more ways than one.
We are the Mendota Stompers.
Adults know it takes a lot of time and practice for kids to get their footing in life. But look what happens when they have the things to help them find their rhythm and step into their power.
Woo! Step out of your shell and be you, because you don't have to change who you are
because of what other people think.
And a special thank you to the STOMP coaches, Heather Cesars and LaQuisha Lane, for inviting us out and for sharing those videos they made of the students. You can learn more about the Mendota Stompers under this story on channel3000.com.
They are so proud of themselves, as they should be.
And so articulate, too. Smart kids.
Isn't it something when you find something that you can just hone in on and it makes you feel good about yourselves?
Yeah, and it changes everything. Great story, Brady. Thank you.
Well, coming up next year on Live at 4, it's our Traveler Throwback Thursday. We'll meet a man who lit up the Capitol.
And then coming up next hour at 5, Democrats are pushing for a more progressive policy on things like education and the criminal justice system. Our Will Keneally will tell us more at 5.
At no fault of their own during the cold, thousands of Wisconsin residents in your community make the difficult choice between eating or heating their home. On March 9th, please join News 3 Now and support a day of warmth, benefiting the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. 90 cents of every dollar donated is used to help those in crisis. Give the gift of warmth. For more information, visit kwwf.org/donate. A Day of Warmth, sponsored by Viridian Homes and Kaiser Lincoln.
Hi, I'm Gary Canulti, and I'm inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join me as we explore classic Italy, October 7th through the 15th. Discover Tuscany's charming countryside, Venice's grand waterways, and the magnificent art of Florence. We'll also spend time in the ancient city of Rome, visiting historical landmarks such as the Colosseum and the Sistine Chapel. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for more information and to watch a travel show. Or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Remember this, and the false elector scheme. In Wisconsin, extremist Dan Kelly was the right-wing lawyer behind the scenes of it all. The bipartisan January 6th commission revealed Kelly advised Trump operatives as special counsel to overturn the will of the people and overthrow the election results. Kelly even went on tour promoting the big lie. On April 4th, vote like democracy depends on it, because it does.
I'm Lynette. This is my husband, Arthur.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe we're in our 70s, huh?
I have recommended Consumer Cellular to so many people.
She was the one to convince me to come over to her side.
That's right.
Come over to Consumer Cellular and start saving. Get unlimited talk and text with a flexible data plan starting at just $20 a month.
The coverage has been excellent.
You know, it gives us exactly what we want.
You should go with Consumer Cellular.
Switch today. Call or go online.
A lot of new dry eye patients in my office tell me about their frequent dry eyes, which may point to dry eye disease. Millions of Americans were estimated to have it. They also tell me they've tried artificial tears again and again, but the relief is temporary. Xiidra can provide lasting relief. Xiidra treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease.
Don't use if allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort or blurred vision when applied, and unusual taste sensation.
Why wait? Ask your eye doctor about a 90-day prescription for Xiidra today.
New at 5, flying under the radar, Madison disbands its 11 p.m. curfews for youths. Alders on both sides weigh in on the issue and what it means for residents.
A winter storm will continue to dump snow over all of southern Wisconsin tonight before it winds down Friday morning. Our first warned weather alert day continues into Friday. At 5, I'll let you know how much snow to expect and if more is on the way this weekend.
And ahead at 6, Democratic legislators want to open up more opportunities for the people of Wisconsin, how they continue to push for more economic changes. That's tonight at 6.
A reminder, our Day of Warmth telethon is taking place right now.
Thanks for your calls, everybody. If you'd like to help us support the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, call 608-270-2833.
I like that. All the phones are busy.
Yeah.
That is good to see.
Well, a lot of bright ideas come out of the state capitol building.
Back in 1983, we met a man who really lit up the place. Here's this week's Traveler Throwback Thursday.
Meet Earl Peterson. For the past 23 years, he's been lighting up the state capitol building. Earl, with his cart of light bulbs and his ladder in tow, searches the hallways and offices for lights that have burned out. Earl is the capitol's most enlightening worker.
A lot of them say, you light up my life, and they ask me, how are things in the light business? I'll say enlightening.
There are over 10,000 different light fixtures around the Capitol. Many of them have more than one bulb. So just how many lights Earl is responsible for is hard to even guess. It's many, many thousands. Each one burning away. Each one that will eventually burn out and wait for Earl with his cart and his ladder to come along and brighten things up again. Earl is always on the lookout for dead bulbs. Some are easy to change. Others, well, the Capitol has lights all over the place, even way up there. 300 feet above the ground floor, lighting up that picture at the top of the dome are light bulbs. Light bulbs that burn out, and Earl is there.
Yeah, I had one supervisor that said, boy, you better be careful when you change them.
The Capitol is full of all sorts of different kinds of light bulbs. Huge 8-foot-long tubes to fancy decorative bulbs in the governor's offices. Earl changes them all. And if Earl has a least favorite light to change, it would be these, above the floor of the Senate. He has to go above the ceiling, up to the 4th floor, and crawl through the floor.
You gotta lay on your stomach and crawl back in. And yeah, it's kind of scary down in there.
It's all in a day's work for Earl. A fun day's work, he says, but after 8 hours, he packs up his cart and his light bulbs and his ladder, and he heads for home. He'll be back tomorrow, though. Better be. You know how it is with light bulbs. Earl's job is never finished. Mark Kane, News 3, traveling at the Capitol.
Oh, what a great story.
Sure, now they're all fluorescents and LEDs.
Yeah, end of an era for sure. What a great guy.
And you didn't even know those places existed. You had to crawl down and
That was cool to see that in the Senate. Wow.
And Mike Van Sester, my photographer, was brave enough to go with him.
Yeah.
I didn't. All right, after nearly 3 years and more than 500,000 tests, Dane County's community COVID-19 testing clinics will close next month.
It is another sign that the worst of COVID may be behind us. We'll talk about the milestone with Dr. Zorba Pastor when Live at 4 continues.
There's a difference in a small town where family values still hold true. Welcome to the Portage Furniture Store. Well, we ventured back to Portage and look at who we found, the two Ayers brothers, Austin and Aaron. It's good to see you guys.
Welcome back.
So how is business? How is life?
Business has been great. You know, it's been very busy, busy for both of us. A couple new kiddos in the past year. So no, but business has been doing great.
I know you really want to give a shout out to all of the people around this area that shop local, that choose to come right here to Cook Street to see the two of you.
Obviously, first and foremost, we're so appreciative of our customers, and there's just been such a strong sentiment to shop local, shop small, support family business. And I guess with the inventory, we've been very blessed. We've got a packed showroom, trucks coming in every week. We've really, we're running out of places to put everything. We're in good shape.
I feel like there's such a difference in the customer's mood when they walk in. They don't have that anxious feeling of, oh gosh, here comes the salesperson coming over to talk to me. Why is that so different here?
We put a major emphasis on no pressure shopping. Our salespeople, they're fantastic. They're gonna be there when you need them, but they're gonna let you, try everything out, and they're gonna leave you alone, let you relax.
So all these years later, the big question is, there's still the Portage Furniture free delivery?
Yep, absolutely. Still the free delivery. Gonna bring it right into your home, set it up, make it perfect for you. They'll even cook you dinner or sing a song for you if you need. They're just fantastic.
That's that small, local, family feel business mentality. You can't replicate it, right?
We're the Ayers family.
From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
New iVisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose to reduce dryness, discomfort, and strain. iVisia. We see a better way.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
Sexual assault of an 11-year-old. No prison time. He raped a military veteran, left her for dead. Just 2.5 years. Raped a mentally disabled 14-year-old. Probation. How the heck did this happen? Janet Protasewicz.
If you could go back in time, would you have ruled any differently? I would say no.
Really? No time in prison?
I would say no.
Protasewicz set violent criminals free. Again and again. Tell Judge Protasewicz, stop protecting criminals.
Yeah, we don't have really incidents to speak of, but give you an update on road conditions right now. All this blue is slippery stretches right now for most of the area. So far, no snow-covered roads indicated yet, but that probably will change as the snow intensity increases later this evening and overnight, you guys.
Don't head out if you don't have to.
Exactly.
All right, thank you, Greg. Dr. Zorba, pastor, didn't head out today. He's joining us for his weekly visit.
After nearly 3 years and more than 500,000 tests, Dane County's COVID testing clinic will close next month.
The last day for the community testing clinic will be April 14th. Dr. Zorba, pastor, joining us via Zoom. So you don't have to drive through the snow.
Good idea to stay home today, Zorba.
It's good to see you guys. You bet.
So COVID is not gone, but it's certainly less impactful than it was.
Right. You know, I mean, the surge that we thought would happen in the middle of the winter did not happen. There are people dying with COVID. The question is how many people now are dying from COVID? You know, if you're in the hospital and you get a pneumonia, you're dying, you have COVID, you would automatically assume COVID is the reason that you end up getting sick. But in fact, many people nowadays, just like influenza, they often have chronic diseases that may be there. And I think this is good news. Remember, COVID is here to stay. It will never go away, and certainly not in my lifetime, probably not in my kids' lifetime. So how do we live with it? How do we test for it? That's moving forward. I think the good news is pandemic isn't over, but the pandemic has dropped down quite a bit.
Closing the clinic, as you said, is probably a good sign about where we are. Now it'll just be up to you if you want to get tested.
Exactly. And I'll give a good example. We had some good friends. They were going to invite us over to their house. They were having a special party. They had a band, and one of the band members got sick. They got COVID, and so they canceled the party, and they said, we're going to have it sometime in the summer. I think it's using judicious ways of thinking about COVID. If you're sick at all, certainly testing for COVID, and then making sure that you, of course, tell others about it. So I think it's just kind of being rigorous, but it's like influenza, something that's going to be here and something where I think we're all going to need a yearly immunization.
And if you have all of your COVID shots, from anecdotally, it seems, I haven't heard anybody get real sick. They just feel tired and sniffles and...
Exactly. Now, there are going to be people that get really sick, but most of us are not. I mean, think about it. At the beginning of the epidemic, if you got COVID, you had a really good chance that you were going to get really sick and die. Nowadays, if you're fully immunized, the chances are it's going to be just like influenza. You're not going to feel good. You may feel awful, but you're going to recover. Unlikely to need to be in the hospital, in the ICU. But remember, there still are many people who are still not immunized in Wisconsin. And those people, it's still time. Roll up your sleeves and get immunized, especially if you're not an anti-vaccinator and you're just sort of lazy and slothful. I mean, you can still go and get your shots.
So we should be good with our vaccines until the fall when they come out again.
And what if there's another variant, though?
Well, you know, the reality is, even with the variants, it appears the vaccines really have cross-reactivity with the variants. But yes, I think we're good until the fall. And once again, you know, we didn't see that surge that we thought that was there, and that's good news, because it really shows that we've got some sort of herd immunity, and that's actually what we were looking for 2.5 years ago.
All right. Zorba, thank you.
Great to see you
next time.
Thanks so much.
Great to see you guys.
We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Menards has everything to add curb appeal to your home. Ideal garage doors add a stylish look to your home's exterior. We have more than 1,000 garage door designs to choose from. Get a 9x7 insulated garage door for $549.99 after rebate. Update your garage door with a Chamberlain garage door opener. Our chain drive model comes with built-in Wi-Fi, allowing you to control your garage door from anywhere. Get it today for just $139.99 after 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Team, I need a volunteer. We need promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes promotional product success easy. For high-quality items, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Experience does count. When you're shopping for new furniture, a mattress set, or flooring, come to the experts at McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo. Our experienced staff is well-trained in home decorating and will answer all your questions so you can buy with confidence. You'll find big city selection and an enjoyable shopping experience. And remember, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Come see the difference experience can make at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
The world's largest consumer bicycle show, Bike-O-Rama, is this weekend at Madison's Alliant Energy Center.
Spring is coming, so is the 27th annual Bike-O-Rama, and admission is free.
Dozens of factory reps from all the major brands will be on hand to answer your questions about the new 2023 models.
All at the lowest prices of the year.
Test drive ride e-bikes on the huge indoor test track.
Clothing, helmets, parts, and accessories up to 90% off. Half-price inner tubes.
All bicycles include free local service.
The 27th Annual Bikorama at Madison's Alliant Energy Center.
This weekend starts Friday at noon through 6 o'clock Sunday.
Snow could be heavy times this evening as a winter storm moves through Wisconsin. At 5, I'll let you know how much snow to expect and when it'll end.
And Madison eliminated its youth curfew. We hear critiques from both sides of that vote coming up at 5.
Their daughter has Rett syndrome.
She's all there mentally, but she's locked inside a body.
News 3 Now's Arman Rahman shares a family's struggle to move forward and the financial roadblocks that come with the diagnosis. Driven to Care, tonight at 10.
Alert day through tomorrow morning. Stay tuned this evening for updates on snow amounts and road conditions.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
At no fault of their own during the cold, thousands of Wisconsin residents in your community make the difficult choice between eating or heating their home. On March 9th, please join News 3 Now and support a day of warmth, benefiting the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. 90 cents of every dollar donated is used to help those in crisis. Give the gift of warmth. For more information, visit kwwf.org/donate. A day of warmth, sponsored by Viridian Homes and Kaiser Lincoln.
From working out to catching up, and of course, game night. Your home is the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 78 years. And during our 78th anniversary event, carpet installation is just $78. Coyle Carpet One Floor and Home. Beautiful, made affordable. Locally owned and operated since 1945.
Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
A lot of new dry eye patients in my office tell me about their frequent dry eyes, which may point to dry eye disease. Millions of Americans were estimated to have it. They also tell me they've tried artificial tears again and again, but the relief is temporary. Xiidra can provide lasting relief. Xiidra treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease.
Don't use if allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort or blurred vision when applied, and unusual taste sensation.
Why wait? Ask your eye doctor about a 90-day prescription for Xiidra today.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
In today's Final Touch, a new study out of Britain is creating quite the buzz.
Scientists are touting the brilliance of bumblebees. Bees have brains the size of a pinhead, but scientists at Queen Mary University in London trained a bumblebee to push a red tab on a wheel to reach a sugary treat. Other bees watching quickly copied the skill using the same method 98% of the time. What was created is what scientists call a trend, or in the animal behavior world, a tradition. Researchers say their findings suggest bees could be as intelligent as birds or primates. At any rate, for these busy bees, it's all about working smarter, not harder. That is fascinating. All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. Be careful driving out there. Getting kind of thick. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.